So many of our hard-won freedoms are under attack by extremist Republican so-called leaders.
And these so-called leaders, so-called,
attacks on the people in states like Florida and Texas are just the first step.
DeSantis and the LGBTQ.
Well, that's extremely upsetting.
Yeah.
That is extremely upsetting. These are human beings.
Yeah.
And I could cry. They're not harming anybody.
No.
I don't know why he's doing this. I don't know. It's so upsetting.
Yeah.
It's so upsetting.
These extremists
so-called leaders,
have a plan to take their agenda national.
we just think that this is a decision that should be made by the folks in the states. People in the states can vote on this, right?
To attack the right of a woman to make decisions about her own body.
What the Supreme Court just did was that they chose to endanger the lives of all women and all birthing people in this country. But not only that, they've chosen to strip rights from men too.
Not the government.
But at this moment, many of those same so-called leaders are the same ones who are passing laws to restrict the ability of people to vote.
To attack the right to vote.
This makes Jim Crow look like Jim Eagle. I mean, this is gigantic, what they're trying to do.
To ban books. And stand in the way of teaching America's full history.
All white people are racist, period, point blank, end of story. You cannot be white and not racist. It's not possible, because if you are born in this country, in this America, I'm all white Americans. I don't live in Australia, but they racist too. If you don't be in Australia, they are nasty. If you are white and you're raised in America, you are raised through TV, through books, through every single thing to have racial bias toward white people, through TV.
And to stop people from loving who they love.
Research on periods was done by men, and they didn't listen to women who said that, hey, my period hurts my back, my hips, and feels like it swims around my tummy. Now, periods affect the smooth line muscle inside of your abdomen. Your intestines are smooth line muscles. Some women, like myself, don't experience the smooth line muscle type periods. I get mine in my hips and my lower back. However, I have trans women in my life who are very close to me who do get the smooth line muscle type. If you're really an ally, go do research. Realize that the reason why you feel this way is because you've been lied to by bad science for so long.
And to do all of that in all 50 states. And to do all of that in all 50 states. They even went so far as to turn off the microphones and expel 2 elected leaders in Nashville. Because you know why? Here's what I think. Because they did not want to hear the voices of the people through those legislators. They didn't want to hear the cries and the demands of the people who simply want an end to gun violence.
Thanks, Frank. You had talked earlier this week about the president's call to Ralph Yarl and his family. Has the president reached out to any of the other families or the victims of some of these shootings that have happened recently for these seemingly innocent mistakes that they have made?
Yes, so the president, as you mentioned, called Ralph Yarl and spoke to him directly, spoke to his mother, and they had a good conversation, talked about how his success in school, and talked about the president recommitted to him how his focus is going to be on really truly continuing to deal with gun violence. Don't have any other calls to read out at this time.
Don't have any other calls to read out at this time.
These so-called leaders, well, we're seeing so many examples of where they just want to silence the voices of the people.
I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
I'm speaking. I'm speaking. And be clear about what is at stake. The people's voice is the very heart and core of our democracy. And as far as we're all concerned, I know this to be true. The people will not be silenced. Together, we will fight.
When you're in the arena, you have to be able to take a punch or throw a punch for the children, for the children.
And we will fight because we love our country. Together, we will fight for our democracy and our ideals.
We have fewer democracies in the world today than we did 15 years ago. Fewer, not more, fewer.
And I believe when you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No,
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a
the
biologist.
meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
On every one of these issues, we know what we stand for. We know what we fight for.
What is a woman?
Well-
Can you tell me what a woman is?
No, I can't. Because it's not for me to say. Womanhood looks different for everybody.
You stood up here and said trans women are women.
Yes.
Tell me what you mean. What is a woman?
Womanhood is something that, just as Ethan explained, I cannot define because I am not
But
myself.
you used the word, so what did you mean when you said trans women are women if you don't know what it means?
Right? So here's the thing. So I do not define what a woman is because I do not identify as a woman. Womanhood is something that is an umbrella term. It includes people
That describes what?
people who identify as a woman.
Identify as what?
As a woman.
What is that?
Was to each their own.
And when we fight, we win.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.